Just when I think David Boyle has reached a limit of surprising me with a trade or a signing, he has a free agency like this summer.
Oh, we're gonna get him, aren't we? Sakic's gonna get what he wants and...
Wait, what?
We're getting Sakic, the defenseman he wants, and he's gonna trade us?
You know, if you keep talking about us landing him, you're gonna jinx it for all of Preds Nation.
What? All I was gonna say was get Colin Wilson back.
I give up.
The first weekend of NHL free agency for the upcoming 2017-2018 season is over, and David Boyle and the Nashville Predators have shown everyone that the organization is not going to be satisfied on one Stanley Cup final appearance alone. They are in win-now mode and are fully committed to make it back to the dance. While the Predators await Mike Fisher's decision on his career, they went out and signed two-time Stanley Cup champion Nick Bonino to a 4-year, $4.1 million a year contract. Bonino, who has previously played for Anaheim, Vancouver, and Pittsburgh, played all 24 playoff games for the Pittsburgh Penguins on their 2016 Stanley Cup run, and this last spring played all but 4 games for the team. It appears that Bonino's final decision came down between Nashville and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh reportedly offered him a 3-year, $11 million deal. But ultimately, Bonino chose Tennessee because of term and because of the state income tax situation. This signing shores up the Predators' depth and doesn't really hurt them cap-wise, because later Saturday they traded the $3.9 million contract of one Colin Wilson to Colorado for, no, not Duchesne, but a 4th-round pick in the 2019 draft. The Predators weren't done there, as later Saturday the Predators welcomed home Scott Hartnell, who had recently been bought out by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Hartnell, who was originally drafted by the Preds 6th overall back in 2000, was signed to a 1-year, $1 million contract. The left winger should provide leadership on the ice and in the locker room to young and upcoming Preds forwards. Do you think the Preds were done after that? Well, they weren't. Later Saturday evening, general manager David Boyle sent a 2019 third-round pick to the Vegas Golden Knights for their recent expansion selection from the Montreal Canadiens defenseman Alexei Emelin. Emelin, who has 1 year left at $4.1 million to be paid, will have $1.1 million of that paid by the Vegas Golden Knights. What Boyle plans to do with 8 defensemen on the main roster waits to be seen, but it's certainly going to be fun to watch it unfold. Lastly, David Boyle should also be credited for moves he didn't make during this free agency period. There was speculation leading to July 1st that the Preds were trying to lure Joe Thornton and or Patrick Marleau to Smashville, both of whom will be 38. You heard me, 38, by the time the 2017-2018 season commences. Both of these players signed for way too much this offseason. Joe Thornton for $8 million to stay in San Jose for 1 more season, and Patrick Marleau to a 3-year deal with Toronto for $6.25 million a season. At those price ranges, at that age, that's way too much money for any team to be spending money like that. Those are 2 good players still, but they don't deserve to be paid that much. After all, the Preds still have to worry about re-signing Victor Arvidsson to his bridge deal to ensure that his first few years in the league weren't an anomaly, and they also have to worry about re-upping Ryan Johansson to his multi-year deal. And speculation is that his camp is looking for $8.5 million a season. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching as always. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can follow me on Twitter at any time. I'm at Canuck for Liberty. And I'll talk to you later this offseason when the Preds make another substantial move to this franchise.